Welcome back to USA Car Reviews, the channel where we dig into the details, cut through the hype, and tell you what's really going on in the world of American trucks and cars. Today we've got something a lot of you have been waiting for, the brand new 2025 Dodge Ram 1500 HEMI V8. Yes, you heard that right, the HEMI is still alive, and Dodge has done more than just slap a new badge on this thing. They've refined, upgraded, and given it a modern twist while keeping that classic muscle truck feel that Ram fans have been loyal to for years. So let's talk about it in detail, because there's a lot more going on here than just a refreshed grille. First off, the looks. From the moment you see it, you know this is a Ram, bold, aggressive, and unapologetically American. The 2025 model gets a slightly reworked front fascia, with a sharper headlight design and a more sculpted hood that proudly wears those functional heat extractors. The grille has been widened and given a blacked-out mesh option for certain trims, while chrome lovers can still get the gleaming mirror finish style on higher luxury trims like the Limited. The stance is as commanding as ever, but the proportions are tighter, giving it a sleeker profile without losing that big truck intimidation factor. Around back, the taillights get a modern LED signature, and the tailgate now features subtle contour lines that actually help with aerodynamics. Now let's talk about the heart of this beast, the HEMI V8. For 2025, we're looking at a 5.7-liter naturally aspirated HEMI that's been tuned to deliver around 400 horsepower and just under 410 pound-feet of torque. It's paired with the familiar 8-speed automatic transmission, but with updated software for quicker, smarter shifts. And here's the thing, even in 2025, when a lot of manufacturers are phasing out big version 8s, Dodge is keeping it alive for the Ram 1500 because they know their audience. They know there's something about that low-end rumble, the throttle response, and the effortless way it pulls a heavy load that you just can't replicate with a smaller turbocharged engine. The exhaust note is still pure HEMI, deep and throaty, and if you've ever owned one before, you'll feel right at home. Performance-wise, this thing still moves like a muscle truck. 0 to 60 happens in the mid 5-second range when empty, which is seriously quick for a full-size pickup. More importantly, towing capacity is impressive, over 12,000 pounds properly equipped. That means you can haul your boat, camper, or work trailer without breaking a sweat. And for those who need to carry a lot in the bed, payload capacity stays competitive at over 2,000 pounds depending on the configuration. Ram has always been a solid choice for heavy-duty tasks, and the 2025 model doesn't compromise. Inside, Dodge has continued the push toward making the Ram one of the most comfortable and tech-filled trucks in the segment. Depending on your trim, you can get either a 12-inch vertical touchscreen or the massive 14.5-inch unit that dominates the dash. The Uconnect 5 system is still one of the most intuitive infotainment setups out there, with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, Alexa integration, and a customizable home screen so you can prioritize what you use most. The digital gauge cluster is crisp, easy to read, and can be configured to show towing data, off-road stats, or just a classic speedometer and tach layout. The materials inside are a step up from previous years, with more soft touch surfaces, better stitching, and available real wood or aluminum trim depending on the package. The seats are as plush as ever, and if you go for the Limited or Longhorn, you're basically getting luxury SUV comfort with truck capability. Rear passengers still get limo-like space in the crew cab models, and Ram's clever under-seat storage and flat load floor mean you can carry gear inside without it sliding all over the place. For those who like to get off the beaten path, the 2025 Ram 1500 HEMI still offers the Rebel trim with off-road suspension, skid plates, locking rear differential, and aggressive all-terrain tires. There's also the optional 4-corner air suspension, which is fantastic for adjusting ride height for highway aerodynamics, off-road clearance, or just making it easier to load cargo. The ride quality, by the way, remains one of the best in the class thanks to Ram's coil spring rear suspension setup, which soaks up bumps better than the leaf springs you'll find in some rivals. Safety tech hasn't been overlooked either. The new Ram includes adaptive cruise control with stop and go, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring, trailer sway control, and a 360-degree camera system that makes parking this big truck way less stressful. There's even an available digital rearview mirror that gives you an unobstructed view from a camera feed, which is a lifesaver when you've got a full load in the bed. One thing worth noting is fuel economy. Let's be real, this is a 5.7-liter V8, so it's not going to sip fuel like a hybrid. But thanks to cylinder deactivation and some aerodynamic tweaks, Dodge has managed to squeeze a bit more efficiency out of it. You can expect somewhere in the 15 to 17 mpg range in the city and up to 22 mpg on the highway if you take it easy. Not groundbreaking, but respectable for the power and capability you're getting. Price-wise, the 2025 Dodge Ram 1500 HEMI V8 starts in the low $40,000 range for a base tradesman, and can climb past $75,000 if you go fully loaded with all the bells and whistles. That's right in line with the competition, but the Ram continues to stand out for its interior refinement, ride comfort, and overall balance of work and play. So, who is this truck for? Honestly, it's for the driver who still values the feel and sound of a V8, who wants a truck that can haul serious weight during the week and still feel comfortable and stylish for a night out. It's for people who don't want to give up the traditional muscle truck experience but still appreciate modern technology and convenience. And in 2025, that's becoming a rarer combination. Driving it feels exactly how a Ram should, confident, planted, and just a little bit rowdy when you dig into the throttle. The steering is nicely weighted, visibility is excellent thanks to big mirrors and well-placed cameras, and the brakes are strong and predictable. Whether you're towing up a mountain pass, cruising down the interstate, or crawling along a dirt trail, it feels composed and capable. Dodge could have gone the easy route and replaced the HEMI with a smaller turbo or hybrid-only option. And maybe one day they will. But for now, they've chosen to keep giving us a truck that speaks to the heart as much as it does to the head. And for that, I think a lot of truck enthusiasts are going to be very happy. At the end of the day, the 2025 Dodge Ram 1500 HEMI V8 isn't just a work tool, and it's not just a luxury cruiser, it's both. It blends muscle and comfort, toughness and tech, in a way that very few trucks manage to pull off. If you're in the market for something that can do it all, from towing and hauling to making a statement when you roll into the parking lot, this one deserves a serious look. That's our deep dive into the new 2025 Dodge Ram 1500 HEMI V8. If you enjoyed this review, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to USA Car Reviews, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next breakdown of the hottest rides hitting the road. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Is the HEMI still king, or is it time to move on to something new? We want to hear what you think. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.